Okay, so God has given parents the primary responsibility for their children's discipleships, and we're your partners in this process. So discipleship sometimes means discipline, but we're going to do it in a loving way. And so we can pray for our kids, we can love them well, and let me just pass this out. We can go through it. Okay, so as far as teacher demeanor, when you are teaching for the heart for all your children, you want to be kind. So that means personable, understanding, and you can be super fun if you want to be fun. But do be firm. You're going to have high expectations. You're going to have to deal with issues, so try not to be a pushover, but you can still love them. So if you're having trouble, you can pray with them. You can pray for them. We are teaching for the heart, but you can't let them bowl you over. We were part of, my kids and I were part of Summit for a long time, and I really, really enjoyed it. But there was a teacher there, and he was an art teacher. DeRoche, anybody know him?
Mm-hmm. He's still there.
Love him. He has a heart of gold. Those kids bully him and just roll right over him, bulldoze all over him. He never has control of his class. He never asks for control of his class. And the kids do get a lot out of it art-wise, but really they're suffering character-wise because they're learning that it's okay to be disrespectful to that teacher, and I don't think that that's right. So do be a mentor, you're going to support and build up, and you're going to love these kids really well, but it's okay to not be their friend, right, during class time. It's okay. I mean, you can love them and love them well, but you're not trying to be their friend. You're trying to teach them and mentor them during that time. So there's going to be times when there's going to be a teaching for the heart moment where you're going to recognize that someone's having a bad day. You can either see it on their face or you can see it in their behavior. And so it's okay after class or any time during that day to take a few minutes and spend time with that child. And just ask them questions. Pour into their life. Let them know that you're interested in them. Let them know that your heart is for their heart and for their life, and you want to see them succeed. So you're developing a rapport with them, and you're filling up emotional bank account with them. You're filling up their emotional bank account. So you're intentionally reminding them that you care about what's going on in their life and that they're a blessing to you. You want to be a blessing to them, and you love seeing how God is working in their hearts. So you're depositing love, care, empathy, interest, and understanding, and that way it's easier to withdraw some of those behaviors towards expectation. And when you need to rely on discipleship or discipline them in the way of reminding them about those rules, it'll be easier to do it because it's done in love, because they know your heart. So, week 1, I think we came up with the policy that during chapel, we're going to go over the rules, correct? Mm-hmm. So, the first week, all of the kids are going to learn, even the high schoolers who might, I don't know if they are going to roll their eyes or if they're going to appreciate it or not, but they're going to learn the rules 1 through 4. Ready, set, start. Rule 2, respect your teachers and classmates. Rule 3, participate, collaborate. And Rule 4, stay above the line. And they're going to learn what all that means. Stay above the line. So, stay above the line. What? And so it's really important. So sometimes even with my boy, he doesn't like to be corrected in front of other people. I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, nobody likes to be corrected in front of other people, but we've come up with little things, that I do. And so if I just point up, that just means keep your eyes on God, stay above the line. You need to think about your behavior. So you can point those things out to your kids in a way. So, and then we've also come up with some getting attention, proactive steps that you can do. So those things, when the class becomes unruly, you don't have to draw attention away from what you're doing necessarily, but if 4 or 5 kids are connecting and they're not listening to you, or if one child is constantly asking questions or elbowing their friend, or in whatever way they're not being being a distraction and not being active in focusing on what you're teaching, you can just use some of these attention getters. I don't know if you're interested in any of them. You can come up with your own. They can be as simple as everybody, how's it go? Freeze, everybody clap your hands, and then they clap, or 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Or you can come up, there's some longer ones like, well, anyway, you guys can decide to use these or come up with different ones. And then you're going to need to remind these kids of the rules constantly, probably, and then you can ask them, what's rule 4? What should we all be focusing on right now? Because we need to get through this lesson. And I've lost you. Another way you can do it is pray for your children. You can also ask for help from that one student who's interrupting. I need your help. Can you help me with this? And then they help you with that lesson. So that keeps them involved. That keeps them interactive, but they're not being disruptive anymore. So you can ask them to be your little assistant for a little while. Okay, so first we're